It's been a considerable amount of time since we featured anything targeting the overlanding or off-road enthusiast crowd. Lately, we've been working on our Nissan Y61 project, and today is going to be an exciting day since we're finally tackling the lighting setup on this vehicle. We weren't interested in just spending a fortune on lights, however. We were after some budget-friendly alternatives. So we made the decision to purchase their XP Ultra 5-in pod lights to check out what they offer. We've had these installed for a good while now, and we're feeling optimistic, so we're going to provide you with a genuine assessment. We'll include the current price and buying link below in the description for easy access. Hit subscribe if you're not already, and let's get started. All the components we required arrived directly in the package. It's essentially ready to install. Simply connect the positive and negative cables, attach them to the mounting brackets, and that covered pretty much everything. We were also impressed that they provided a 90-degree adjustable bracket. That may appear like a minor feature, but when you're tackling a custom installation like we're doing on the Nissan, having that ability to position the light precisely where it's needed, whether for a ditch light configuration or a direct spot beam, is completely essential. The cabling was genuinely long enough to extend to the engine compartment without any complications, which is great. That's the complete kit. These units appear incredibly robust. We have that tough aluminum construction and the heat dissipation fins here on the rear. We installed them all and connected them to the electrical setup. Truthfully, the procedure was essentially like any other pod lights. It required us roughly an hour and a half altogether, including a brief coffee pause. The 90-degree adjustable bracket is a nice feature because we can position the lights for an extremely concentrated spot beam. As we observe, each pod contains 4 LEDs in the top cluster, 4 in the bottom cluster, and then this middle LED strip that functions as a flood or secondary light. I believe it's going to perform well.
Now we activate the switch for the Auxbeam XP Ultras. Check out that illumination, everyone. According to specifications, these claim to project light up to approximately 1,300 feet. We didn't precisely measure it, but from our testing tonight, that beam extends far enough to illuminate way down the path. The spot beam addresses a significant area. It penetrates through the darkness quite effectively. The beams are highly concentrated and hardly spread beyond what's necessary, which is precisely what we were looking for. The cutoff line is also remarkable. We were doubtful about this at this cost level. Typically, inexpensive lights disperse everywhere. They illuminate the trees, the sky, and most problematically, they reflect off the rear of your hood, which destroys your night vision. There is minimal light dispersion with this set. We adjusted them slightly lower for improved road illumination, and it's ideal. We aren't blinding ourselves with hood reflection. Honestly, we wouldn't be shocked if this quality was from one of those other premium brands that run $400 a pair. In this cost bracket, we didn't anticipate this level of optical design. We also experimented with the strobe functions. There are 6 distinct lighting patterns, including flash and strobe. We likely won't utilize those frequently unless we're stopped on the roadside assisting someone, or perhaps heading a convoy, but it's a neat feature to have integrated without requiring an external flash controller. The controller also seems very straightforward to navigate and operate. We simply have 2 buttons, one to activate them on or off, and one to cycle through the patterns. We genuinely appreciated the simplicity here. We've been operating the lights for roughly 45 minutes continuously now while recording and driving. We stepped out to check the housings. They are warm, which indicates the heat management is functioning, but they aren't excessively hot. They didn't become too noticeably hot or anything that worries us. Also, for clear reasons, lights like these must be waterproof. These arrive with an IP68 rating. We traveled through a few puddles and splashed some mud on them. No moisture inside the lens, no flickering, so we don't need to stress about rain, mud, or fording a river. They appear sealed up properly. So, should you purchase these? Well, they satisfied our expectations quite well. Actually, they surpassed them. Thus far, our experience with these lights on the Nissan Y61 project has been quite positive, and honestly, for the cost, we believe these XP Ultra Pod lights are an incredible bargain. I mean, why invest money on lights unless you're competing in Baja or something professionally? If you're just doing typical overlanding, camping, or find yourself on a dark back road at night, these things will do the job. They feature a solid LED arrangement, a bright and concentrated beam, minimal scattering, and good safety features like thermal management and IP rating. We believe those things are non-negotiable for overlanders who want value for their money. We're extremely satisfied with them. If you're interested in getting yours, we'll include the link in the description so you can explore them and see the current pricing. Have questions about the wiring or the installation? Want to discuss your own lighting configuration? Drop the comments down below. We attempt to respond to as many as we can. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon if you're interested how they perform long-term, because we're definitely going to test these through their paces on the upcoming trip. Thanks for watching. You guys are the best, and we'll catch you next time.